What is going on, guys? I am the White Guy. Today we are playing some MX Simulator. We're going to be bringing this back out to the channel and see what you guys think. This is River something, I think. We can hit, new race. River Compound. The River Compound is what this track is. I've been browsing the sim forums looking for some more interesting tracks. And I'm going to try and bring back some more videos on sim if you guys are interested. I do, there are some other tracks I might redo videos on now that I actually am, I feel like at least I am significantly better at sim than I was when I originally made those videos, so I can actually, do laps on most tracks now, which I wasn't able to do before, so we'll try our best here. Get through that whoop section, sit down for the corner, back on the power, just send it up the hill. We'll do a couple laps in third person, a couple laps in first person, because that's, depending on who you are, there's lots of people seem to like different things to view in this game. Ooh, just air wheelie the crap out of that. And bump over. Yes, there we go. And I can't remember if we need full power. Yep, you do need full power for a lot of the jumps on this track. But back down to first. Hopefully we can get stopped in time for the corner there. There we go. Sit down in preparation for this little off-camber. Don't wreck, don't wreck, don't wreck, don't wreck, don't wreck, don't wreck. That's why a lot of people in this game say, oh, use a 250, you get faster than a 450, but then if I have a 250, I can't just power out of a lot of things that you can with a 450, so let's hop back on the track right there, and I believe we've got a nice little jump coming up here. Nope, it's coming up in a bit. This is just a interesting little corner right there. You gotta try hard not to wreck on. And of course, I swear these videos, it goes so much smoother when I'm not trying to commentate at the same time as this, but this is where the interesting jump gets coming in. I think we want third gear for this. Oh, that might be a little bit overjumped, but yeah, that was significantly overjumped actually. And as far as bike setup goes, there's a video on my channel somewhere, like Moto Go made a video. I put it on my channel for him about bike setups and whatnot, and that's the one I'm using. If you just if you go through my videos page, I believe you'll find a sim video somewhere that Moto Go is nice enough to make that explains how to use a not completely trashed setup that may or may not be for Supercross, but it seems to work decently well for everything. And I don't care enough to fight with sim setup because I'm not that involved with simulator. I'm gonna try not to join the cancer forums, assuming there's still cancer that sim tends to have, but yeah, it works. It's a fun little game here. If we can cut back to the right, it's also incredibly. If you haven't played this before, it's incredibly difficult to actually do anything in. Let's see. Let's get through there, and there we go. And cut left through this corner. Yep, there she goes. Whip that. Here we go. There's my best attempt at a whip right now, and we got wrecked for attempting it. That's right, I'm just trying to do laps without wrecking. We'll pop into first person for now and see how this goes. This incredibly awesome custom tachometer and pit board I did make myself. I'm very proud of them. As you can see, there's a ton of effort and thought that got put into them, so like the number on the pit board doesn't actually line up correctly and just gets cut off. And yeah, these are all made myself. My custom FMF, PBR, Case Life, AR-15, YouTube, Twitch sponsored bike with America Gears. I think there's an obvious theme here, but I do get that. If you look at that nice little tank right there at the right time and pause the video, just the right time, you can see it's got the Case Life in there. Oh, here we go. We're gonna see it. Yep, right there. Just to remind me that don't attempt to go for things you shouldn't. But yeah, here let's try and get it going again here in the track, and let's sit down for the corner. Get going. Bump, bump, bump. Double. Oh, yeah, this is gonna need a full power jump right here. You gotta cut right hard for, we did not cut hard enough to the right, cut left, and we're not gonna land it. That's one I do remember. You have to shank that really hard off to the right to be able to make that, because it doesn't look like it from there, but there's a very serious bend to if you're going that way to the right. Yeah, cut back to the left here. Let's try and go for an actual lap here. I did turn off terrain deformation in this game for now, just because it makes it less of a struggle. I'm trying to do multiple laps on stuff, so like I'm not bumping over ruts from when I started when I'm coming through here. Just makes it slightly that. And it's neat for a bit, but then I feel like there's a Supermoto track I may or may not already have a video posted on that's also pretty neat, but that terrain deformation doesn't really make too much sense when you're on a Supermoto track, because concrete really shouldn't be deforming, and you shouldn't be able to make ruts in concrete with the rubber tires. Basically, is the problem with it. And There we go. Let's get through that and sit down for the corner. Power out, sit up. There we go. And ooh, bump and wreck. Nope, that doesn't count as that. Technically, does not count as a wreck, believe it or not. All right, let's get over that. Oh, ooh, we wrecked. That does count as a wreck, though. I will admit that was most definitely a crash. Let's see if we can get back going again. There we go. All right, cut to the right and bobble over. Step down and third gear. Power on, power off. Try to stop. I do use my front brake in the game's anti-lock, and I have the rear one set to lock up because I find at least on Supercross tracks, I like having the rear lock up so you can slide through corners better. And I'm just too lazy to go and turn it off for outdoor tracks. This is going to be a mostly full power jump, I believe. Not quite. And is this where we drop down into the river gap? Into one of the river gaps? No, this is not. This is where there's just a couple bobbles down the hill. Which again, you just got to kind of. This is where the river gap happens after this tabletop. And I think we want third gear. We might be able to clear that in second, but just do third to be safe. That is, yep, that's like a 2.5 gear jump right there. That is a full power, so just power on and just bobble over this the best we can! Ooh. Yeah, that's the one thing about first person in this game. It's a lot harder to see where the rhythms are, and everything just kind of blends together a lot. It's a lot more realistic, quote unquote, but it's just harder to see where everything is supposed to go. So let's cut back to the right through this. We'll think this is a second geared tabletop that we're going to jump off to the side. Hit that sick transfer line right there, obviously intentional. And let's try not to wash out. There's also a Supercross track here, by the way, but that's not as exciting. Yeah, sure, it looks like the track cuts back around here, and I think we're back on track now. Nice. After that, tactically done transfer line to cut part of the track and run the track backwards. Obviously and completely intentional. There we go. And we can bring it back around to the left. And power on. Brakes, 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 and there we go. Oh, didn't hit that with quite enough power, but we did manage to do a pretty awesome front flip there, I will say. I did like that. It was obviously completely intentional, so we could get a style point front flip in. And this is, I think we want to be sitting for this corner. First, that's a second gear corner. And we're probably about to crash again. Oh, no, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together. There we go. Right through that hay bale. Yeah, didn't crash that time. Oh, keep it together, and then there's a little scrub hill right here. That we're gonna that doesn't count as a wreck either. We stayed on the bike. And bump, bump, bump into the corner. And this is where we do need to have, like, good concentration to be able to clear this jump again. No, that's just not a recipe for success right there. There is just no way. You have to, like, hit that. You have to hit those first jumps in third gear and get these just perfectly and cut it super hard to the right to be able to make that. I'll try to do it once in first person. If that doesn't work, I'll probably be able to clear it in third person. Let's see here. So let's pretend you gotta blast through here. Second gear. Bump, bump, bump. Sit down for the corner, carry some speed through it, and get up into third. Not too hard for that one. Need to be hard on third gear for this one. Need to land that, bump into fourth, land it just perfectly, and cut hard to the right. And we didn't make it, so I'll try that again in third person. That's just a hard jump to be able to clear. Let's see if we can get the bike back up, spin her on around. And there's like some sort of a line down here to jump the river. It seems like there is, because there's that little thing you can hit right there, and then you can just bobble over. And let's get back up the hill here. Fourth gear. You need to hit that second tabletop or double right there in third, and then shift into fourth in the air and time it just perfectly to be able to put the power down to make the jump. And then you have to be able to cut right far enough without actually doing a whip, and it's just very hard to land it. So let's get through that hay bale, please. We hit this corner in second gear. Keep the speed up, power down, shift up to third. Don't hit that one too hard. Full power into this one. And then shift up to fourth. There we go. That's how you clear that jump. And then we're back across the finish line. We'll try and go for part of another lap. I do want to try and hit that jump one more time in first person now that we got that to work in third person, just to prove I can do it. Oh, that's gonna, there's no way I land that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, we'll try this jump one more time here and see how this goes. Let's see, get it into first gear, please, thank you. And I'm just gonna bump up to there, transfer line. Alright, shift into first person, here we go. Second gear out, get into third. Easy over that jump. Power on over this one. Bump to fourth. There we go. If that hay bale wasn't there, we would have made it, but you get the point. That was the River Compound Motocross track. Thank you guys for watching this MX Simulator video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll catch you in the future. Let me know what you think about these things. Thanks for watching. See you later.